Did fire really come from heaven in the contest between Elijah and the prophets of Baal? In 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 20 through 40, the story of Elijah and the prophets of Baal presents one of the most dramatic displays of God's power in the Old Testament. The Israelites had been led astray by the worship of Baal, the Canaanite god, and the prophet Elijah confronted King Ahab and the prophet's God, challenging them to a contest to prove whose God was real. Elijah proposed that both he and the 450 prophets of the Canaanite each prepare a sacrifice but didn't light a fire. Instead, they would call upon their gods to send fire from heaven to consume the offering. The prophets called on their God all day long, dancing, shouting, and even cutting themselves, but no fire came. Elijah mocked them, saying that their God might be meditating, or busy, or even asleep. After their futile attempts, Elijah prepared his altar, placed his sacrifice on it, and even soaked it with water 3 times to make it even more impossible to ignite. Then, Elijah prayed to the God of Israel, asking him to demonstrate his power so that the people would know that he is the true God. In response, fire came down from heaven and consumed the entire sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and even the water in the trench around the altar. The people fell on their faces, exclaiming, "The Lord, He is the God. The Lord, He is the God." This powerful display of God's supremacy over them showed that God is the only true and living God, able to answer prayers with supernatural power. It also marked a turning point for the Israelites, who were led to turn away from idol worship and return to the worship of the one true God.